As you can see, I've already put the top layer of the one side down, and I'll be gluing it. I am using the Tight Bond Quick and Thick. Definitely don't use a fast drying glue on this project. That's really critical for the assembly, unless you're really confident about where you're going to put the feathers. You're going to need some time to play with the layout. But then with that time, you're going to also need to have the patience to let it dry. So this is just one side of the design. Each side has the two layers. So there's the center layer that has a leg, and then the outer layer that has the opening where you will tuck in the feathers. And so I'm just making sure that it's aligned. And I want to make sure that it is actually stable, because when I start gluing down the feathers, I actually use this piece to stabilize the feathers, so I don't want it sliding on me. So I'm just double checking it there, giving it enough time. And then I start to glue the feathers on. And then the way that I do it is, depending on the placement of the feather, I will put some on the point of the feather and then kind of figure out where I want to lay it. And then I'm going to add a little bit of glue to the base where the feather touches. And you're going to see that there's a lot of realignment of feathers. And that happens a lot. And I'm trying to hold it down, and then I just finally, with glue, you have to sometimes give it a minute, and then you can go back and push it down when it's a little bit drier. I did 3 colors on my flamingo feathers, so I tried to mix them up. And I found that going around the top curve was easiest for me to do that first. But you can do anything you want. And I'm just really mixing up my colors. It's a bit of a slow process. And what I'm doing here is my feather keeps popping up because of the angle that I put it at. But what is going to happen is I'm going to be laying feathers on the top, and that's ultimately going to weigh them down, which will hold them. So it's fine if they pop up a little bit in the beginning, as long as you put enough glue on so that it stays wet while you get through this initial lay down process. I might even suggest kind of going ahead and getting your first kind of outer layer of feathers down and not holding them like I'm doing. Just don't get too stressed out when they pop up. I finally give into it and just go ahead and start to put them down. I keep trying to get it to stay down, but then I kind of see where I want to put it. I didn't speed the video up because I wanted you to see exactly how long it takes me. It's not really a fast process, but it's kind of fun to figure out where you're going to put your feathers. And then you'll see later that I do a little bit of shifting again. I got something on that one, and I end up sanding it down later. I don't know what got on it. The thing that I'm using is, it's a set that I got on Amazon. It's a glue pot that I put the glue in, and it actually came with these applicators. I've shared it a couple times. And for things like this, it's really nice because you can put a bunch of glue in it and not feel like you're going to waste it because it's got a lid. And then this front one, I like to kind of align it with the curve of this opening. See how that aligns right there? So I put some glue there. And then I think I lift it and put a little bit under the back of the wing. And then I shift the angle of that one just a little bit. So that's the first layer. And then I go around the bottom. I lied. I actually put some on top. And notice that I put a little bit more glue on that one so that it would stick to the feathers beneath it. And that weight holds it down. And I just, wherever they touch, it's really key that, wood glue is very strong and it's going to hold it. You just really have to let it cure. You cannot be impatient with the drying process. So put down as much as you need. As long as you're putting it underneath like I am, it's going to be hidden. And as long as you're putting it thick enough, you've got enough time to play with your layout a little bit. You got a lot of freedom with this design to play with and see where you want to put things, use different colors. You could even use like a white with this, a gray would be a nice complementary color. Even a brown would work to give you additional colors to put in the feathers. Now this is where I'm looking at I've added these 3 feathers and they're marked, they're different. They're cut off on the ends and they're set up to follow the curve of the front of the flamingo. And you saw me place one up there. That is the 3 that I've designed to kind of cover the front. And I was just looking to see what that would look like. So if you need to, you can test that out as you're placing your feathers. And I just keep shifting. I'm trying to cover the space and stagger them. Notice that I did paint both sides of the feathers so that the ones that are sticking out on the top and the bottom would be painted from both sides, or, so that they would have color if you viewed it from both sides. And when I'm shifting like that, I'm trying to make sure that when I lay down the top one, and even the bottom ones, I'm trying to make sure that everything has a place that's touching so that there's a placement for the glue. Again, the glue is the key here. It's holding everything together. So you got to make sure that there's a good amount and that you've set it up, your design, and things are laying in a way that it will hold. There's no slots. This is not fit together, so the whole feather section is truly, literally held together with wood glue. So it is key that you make sure that you're looking and figuring out what's touching what. Now this is me, again, that front section. These 3 feathers have been designed to fit together right on the front. I decided to see if I wanted to add another feather down there, and it didn't. See how it's sticking down? I decided not to use it because it was sticking down too far. So I went ahead without it. But then I decided, wait a minute, it would fit right there. And then I go ahead and I add these front feathers on. Now, these are going to be on a bit of an angle. And so I add a good amount on the back. I didn't paint the back side of these. I probably should have. I don't think I can see them when I look at it finished. But I didn't think I would. So I didn't paint them, but I would suggest you painting them. Notice that I do a good amount on the bottom of the feather and then on the base. And see how they fit right together. And I'm putting glue so that the back sits on the previous feathers that I've laid down, and that the edge, the corner, is gonna fit on the base. And I'm just kind of playing with the layout. I'm trying to make sure, like I said, everything is touching something. And that, they're evenly spaced. They're staggered. The one on the top is covering maybe a space beneath it. And there you go. And then it just sits. It really just needs to sit for a good long time. I'm deciding if I want to put that in there. And I risk it. I lift the whole thing up. And I did it. But again, everything is still wet. But I could tell that by moving them. And then you just set this aside and let it dry. Now, I'm going to do the second one, and it's similar but reversed, and I'm going to speed that portion of the video up for you. You don't need to hear me talk you through it again. Okay, so that was the second side, and now this is the water base. There's 3 layers, and my suggestion is to, even though it is cut to fit, your laser may, cut a little wider or thinner on the line. So when you are gluing in your base, I suggest putting the flamingo in. So don't do the base until your flamingo is completely cured. Unlike what I did, you're going to see the feathers fall out. I did not wait long enough. So if you're watching this and you're still, wait until your flamingo's done. But I went ahead and put, and there goes the feathers. That's fine, I put them back. But I put it in, and if you watch what I'm doing with my hands, I am actually going to be, I'm cleaning up some of the glue. I made a mess. But feathers, yeah. So what I'm doing is I am holding up the flamingo, but I am taking the top layer and pulling it left with my top hand. And then the second layer, I pull it right with my right hand. So what happens is it sandwiches that leg in there. So even if it's not perfectly tight, the leg fitting into the hole, you end up creating a very tight fit for the leg, right? So the top layer I moved left, and the middle layer I moved right. Just a smidge. I mean, it's a pretty, I cut it to fit the wood that I use. And then I lay him down and fix him. And then you let everything dry. But like I said, don't do what I just did. Let your flamingo fully dry before moving him. But now you can kind of see both halves. And then once everything is cured, then I put it together. But when you put both halves together, you need to be super careful so you don't smush the feathers.